Hey everyone, this is Kelsey at Owl HQ. In this video, I'd like to go over a couple different ways that you can take a screenshot on your computer. Otherwise known as a screen grab or screen capture, a screenshot captures what is visible on your screen, whether it's a computer or a phone or a tablet, and turns it into an image file that you can share with other people. This video will go over two ways you can take a screenshot on a computer. If you're looking for instructions and guides on how to take screenshots on phones or tablets, check out the description for some links to some websites that will show you how to do that. Two things to point out before we get into the actual tutorial. The first is that if you have any confidential or sensitive information on your screen and you do not want it to appear in the screenshot, you should either close or minimize the program that it is open inside of, maybe a Word document or a PDF, because if you can see it on the screen, then your screenshot will capture it as well. And it's much easier to take care of these things before you take the screenshot than it is to edit them out after you've taken the screenshot. The second thing is that your screen needs to be positioned where you want to take the screenshot. For the purposes of this tutorial, I'm going to be taking a screenshot of this article, 5 Ways to Use New Libby Shelf Talkers to Connect with Your Community. It's kind of a long article, and the part that I want to take a screen capture of is at the bottom. So being at the top of the article is not going to help. This is the part I want to take a screenshot of. So as long as it's visible on my screen, we should be all set to take a screenshot. Now let's get into the tutorial. The first method we're going to go over in this video is using a Windows program called Snip and Sketch. And you can find that by going to the Windows Start menu, locating the S section. There it is. And left-clicking on Snip and Sketch. When the Snip and Sketch window appears, locate the New button and left-click it once. Your screen will turn dark gray and your mouse will turn into a crosshairs. You should still be able to see the screen beneath the dark gray overlay, and that's so that you can position the crosshairs next to the section that you want to take a screenshot of. I prefer to start in the top left corner, but you can pick any corner of the area that you want to capture. Then left-click the mouse once and hold it down and start dragging. And you'll notice a box appearing on the screen. And the original color of the screen, which for me is a white background with black text, is appearing again. So anything in this box is going to be my screen capture. When you're happy with the area that you've captured, you can let go of the mouse. I'm just going to continue dragging a little bit below the screen capture that I want because I want to show you how to crop if you've accidentally captured too much. Okay, so I've enlarged my screen so that you can see it a little bit better. And this is what Snip and Sketch looks like after you've let go of the mouse button and your screenshot has been successfully captured. There's a bunch of different tools you can use to mark up the screenshot. You can use the ballpoint pen, a pencil, and a highlighter. If you decide to use those tools, there is an undo button over here in case you make a mistake. But the tool that I want to go over today, because it's the most useful in my opinion, is the crop tool. And that is the button on the very right side of this middle menu. Left click it once, and 4 circles will appear, 1 in each corner of the screenshot. You can use these to crop the screenshot if you've accidentally captured too much and you don't want some of the content in the final screenshot. So in my case, I want to crop everything from recommend, read alikes, and below it. So I'm going to use the bottom buttons. But if you wanted to crop something from the top of the screenshot, you can use the top 2 buttons. Left click one of the buttons and hold it, and then just drag. And you can also use these to kind of trim off some of the extra white space. When you're happy with what the screenshot looks like, over in the top right corner, there is a check mark that says apply, left click it once, and this is the new screenshot. And if you're happy with what that screenshot looks like, again, over in the right corner, there is a floppy disk. Click it once, and this opens up a window where you can save the screenshot. Now, by default, it saves in the Pictures folder, but you can choose one of these other destinations over here on the left side of the box if you'd like to save it someplace else. You can give the screenshot a new name if you'd like, and then click Save. And here is my saved screenshot in the Pictures folder, and it's now available for me to share however I choose. The second method of taking a screenshot involves pressing a combination of keys on your keyboard. Nearly all keyboards come with a designated key called the print screen key, and its sole function is to take a screenshot of your computer. Because different keyboards are made by different manufacturers, they come in a variety of styles and sizes, so the print screen is not always located in the exact same spot on each keyboard, especially if you're using a full-size keyboard with a desktop computer versus using a laptop keyboard. But for the most part, if your keyboard has a print screen key, it's going to be located in the top right of the keyboard. This keyboard that we're looking at right here is a full-size Logitech wireless keyboard, and the print screen key is located in the top right middle of the keyboard. Notice how the entirety of the keyboard is black keys with white letters and numbers and symbols on them. The same is true for print screen. It's a black key with white letters. So what that means is to take a screenshot with this keyboard, all I have to do is press the print screen key once and it will take a screenshot. Now let's look at another Logitech keyboard to give you an idea of what a different print screen setup looks like. This is another Logitech keyboard, but it's a little bit smaller than the other one. And to save space, Logitech combined the print screen button with the home button, and they also placed it above the number pad. Now this button operates a little bit differently because it shares a button with the home key. Notice how the majority of the keyboard is black with white letters, numbers, and symbols on it, but then the print screen button is yellow. What that means is in order to take a screenshot with this keyboard, I have to hold the function button down and then press the print screen home button in order for the screenshot to be successfully taken. While it's true you can take a screenshot simply by pressing the print screen button or pressing function followed by print screen, I actually think there's an easier way to do this. And that's because if you take a screenshot by just pressing the print screen button, you have to find a program to paste the screenshot into in order to see it, something like Microsoft Word or Microsoft Paint, and then you have to save the screenshot from there. The method that I will show you removes that step entirely. In order to take a screenshot this way, all you have to do is find one extra key on the keyboard, and that is the Windows key. Depending on the size of your keyboard, you may have one or two Windows keys, but it's almost always located in the bottom row of the keyboard, on the same row as the spacebar, and it looks like the Windows logo. On this Logitech keyboard, it's located to the left of the spacebar, and on this keyboard, there's actually two Windows keys. So there's one to the left of the spacebar, and then there's one to the right. If you have a keyboard with two Windows keys, it doesn't matter which one you choose. If you do not need to press function to take a screenshot on your keyboard, press and hold the Windows key, and then press the print screen key. If you do need to press function on your keyboard to take a screenshot, press and hold the function key, then press and hold the Windows key, and finally press the print screen key. Now that I've shown you the combination of keys that you need to press, I'll demonstrate by taking a screenshot. Now, my keyboard is the Logitech that requires the function button. So I am going to press function, Windows, and print screen. And my screen just went dark gray, and that is the visual indicator that the screenshot was taken successfully. In order to find your screenshot, you want to again open the Windows Library folder, go to Pictures, and then there is the Screenshot folder. Double click to open it, and there is my screenshot. The screenshot will be named screenshot and then a number in parentheses, and the number is just the number of screenshots that you've taken so far on the computer. So this is the 10th time I've taken a screenshot using the keyboard shortcut. Right click and left click rename if you want to give it a different name. and press Enter to save. And double-click the picture to open the screenshot in the Windows Photo Editor. And now that you're in Windows Photo Editor, you can crop the screenshot. This is especially important because the keyboard method of taking the screenshot will include your entire screen. So you can see that even though this is the section I want to capture, the screenshot captured my browser tabs, it captured my bookmarks, it captured my taskbar at the bottom with all of my open programs and the day and the time. So I want to crop this screenshot. And to do that, there is a menu in the top middle of the screen, and we're going to select the Edit Image button, the leftmost button of that menu. And you'll see some very familiar circles at the corners of the screenshot, and you can use these to crop the screenshot. You can also use the middle of the box if you prefer. Just drag and drop just like you would with the circles. And this looks good. So now I am going to come down here to the bottom right corner, and I can either save a copy or I can save. The difference is that save is going to overwrite the original screenshot, while save a copy will leave the original screenshot alone and make a new copy of this screenshot here. I don't see a need for the original screenshot, so I'm just going to click on this down arrow and click Save. And here we are back in the Pictures Screenshots folder of the Windows library. And here's the screenshot, and we can now share it as we need to. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope that it's been helpful, and thank you for watching.